Look, there's been a number of linked events today. About 9:20 a.m. this morning, it was a blue Commodore on Smith Road at Southport. A black Audi came up to the blue Commodore, and the driver of the black Audi has allegedly produced a handgun. That black Audi has then followed the Commodore up the M1. They've taken the Logan motorway exit, and they have then taken the Wembley Road exit. When they've been on the Wembley Road exit, once again the black Audi has pulled alongside the Commodore. He's produced the firearm again, and we will be alleging that a shot was fired.
They weren't known to each other or anything like this?
We believe that they were not known to each other.
And what happened from there? I understand it all ended up in Algester after that.
Look, the black Audi was located abandoned in Algester, and we've had a number of police units searching for the two male offenders from the Audi over a number of hours, and we are continuing at this time in that search.
Now, obviously, there was a pretty heavy police presence. Also, the schools were locked down, the streets were locked down in that Algester area.
Yes. What has occurred as a precautionary measure, we advised the schools. At the time, we took out an emergent PSPA declaration, and a small area was locked down.
Have you made any arrests at this time? There was an incident at Browns Plains Hotel, I understand, a short while ago.
Look, a suspect has been detained at Browns Plains. It's still very early in the investigation, and we are looking at links to this job.
Was it a road rage incident, would you say, on Smith Street?
Look, we know that they were not known to each other, and a handgun was produced.
So that's certainly one of the main things you'll be investigating about that point at 9:20.
Look, we're still speaking with the witnesses at this time, and can I ask at this time if anyone saw the black Audi or has any knowledge of any of the series of crimes that have been committed today, if they could contact Logan Police or Crime Stoppers.
Is there any details on the second person? You said there were two apparent offenders. You've got one in custody. What about the other one?
Look, the male driver of the black Audi was described as possibly late 20s, European extraction. We haven't got any further description at this time, but we will be updating descriptions in the hours ahead.
Do you know what became of the Commodore and its occupants?
They're assisting police.
And outside of the Browns Plains Hotel, there was an accident between an unmarked police vehicle and a green hatchback. Do you know anything about that?
It is part of the series of events which occurred today.
So would it be alleged that person driving that hatchback stole that, and then he was the passenger in the Audi?
Look, it's early days in the investigation, and investigations are continuing.
How was the person that is now in custody arrested? Where were they picked up?
They were picked up at the Browns Plains Hotel.
Was anyone injured? There was obviously a lot of cert there. Was there any incident in that arrest?
Look, there have been no injuries in relation to the community today, and as far as I'm aware, there are no injuries.
At any point, were there ever any hostages?
No.
Broadly speaking, how do you describe this sort of incident? It seems to have gone from the Gold Coast all the way to Algester, people with guns shooting each other on the highway. How would you sort of characterise this incident?
Look, it was a series of serious criminal offences, and of course it's dangerous. It's dangerous conduct.
Are you investigating if there's any links to bikies?
At this time, it's not believed that it's linked to bikies.
Is there a female police officer injured in the crash?
Look, I cannot comment on that.
And are any of these vehicles alleged to have been stolen?
Look, it's early days in the investigation, so we'll be able to supply you with that further information at a later time.
Still, one of the offenders was at one time on a push bike, is that correct?
No, there was a sighting. It was an unrelated to this series of events.
If this is road rage, it's very extreme, the point at which this has got to.
Well, it is being investigated, and we'll be able to determine what's occurred, in the hours ahead.
Is the operation ongoing down there at Algester? Is there going to be police on the streets during the night?
No, there's been a revocation of that emergent declaration at 3 o'clock this afternoon. However, investigations are continuing, and we have a number of strong leads.